All right. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. You have 7 minutes to present. Give it all you got, and after that, 8 minutes Q&A. Let's go for it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. As already said about the Trevisto company, so I won't take any words on that anymore. I will start right away with our solution. Our answer to the problem description of KAMPF, for the case of KAMPF, is to develop a smart data application of Trevisto in the MindSphere platform. The integration of the machine data by connecting the on-premise servers of the already existing the advanced platform of KAMPF to a MindSphere Trevisto application would be our answer to the challenges of KAMPF, the current challenges. We would enable combined advantages by the transformation, by the combined advantages of both platforms, MindSphere and the advance of KAMPF. And we would be able to simulate processes to enable smart quality. I will come to that point later on. So, Trevisto company has some excellent references in developing applications for database and prediction for industrial industry, as well as in the scope of Industry 4.0. We were successfully implementing solutions within prediction analysis models, as well as neural networks for artificial intelligence. What part of our solution would be predictive maintenance? So this figure should give you an overview of the functionality of Trevisto's predictive maintenance in the smart data application in MindSphere. The first step would be the data collection from the sensor data of the machines and plants at the operator's production sites. And then in the second step, we are able to manage a data dimensionally reduction, possibly due to a neural net. And this is boiling down the data to its essence. And in this step, the plant operator can watch the machine condition through a metric at one glance. In a third step, we are able to compute a score, to calculate a score, which shows the conditions deviation from its baseline of the machines and plants. So the maintenance staff would be informed if the deviation would reach a critical area, and it enables real-time condition monitoring for the plant operators. We added complementary database services or solutions to our solution to point out further prospects through the integration of machine data into the MindSphere platform. Smart metering, which is the one already left, would be a preparation to integrate machines and plants into a smart grid. Machine data also could be used to intelligently control the winding speed of KAMPF's machines and plants, and to facilitate field service activities. The joint platforms, the combined advantages of the both platforms would reduce resources for installation and maintenance, as well as necessary specialist expertise for the maintenance staff. To complement our solution, we added our concept, the approach of revolutionizing the business model of KAMPF. It would be developed further from selling the machines and plants into providing the machines and plants. The connection of the machine data in the MindSphere platform would enable utilization, evaluation, and billing. A collaborative usage of the machines and plants would be the result of it. The location from the production sites would be not important anymore to access their capacity. So I move on to the combined advantages of our solution. The preparation of data would enable cost reduction Also, there's no need for an all-embracing data transfer due to that preparation of data. Also, in the existing servers from the already existing KAMPF, the advanced platform. Also, there are benefits from our predictive maintenance solution, which is that we don't need labeled data for doing that prediction analysis. The machine's condition score is shown in one score, so it's easier to maintenance, and condition changing outlook is given by the predictive score, which I have already mentioned. Smart quality, I have mentioned in the second slide, is enabled due to simulation of processes, which could be used to know the optimal settings of a system before putting it into operation, as well as to predict product quality of the operator's product. So the operator could get the advantages and KAMPF too. Share economy, as I already mentioned, is the result of the revolutionizing the business model, and it would enable a collaborative usage of the machines and plants, as well as user analysis, which means a deeper integration of the customers of KAMPF, which would lead to further impulses for development and research. So to conclude my presentation, here's an overview of the cooperation of actors and roles to facilitate these smart services. Customized MindSphere applications would be developed by Trevisto, and these applications would integrate the machine data into the MindSphere platform. KAMPF would utilize these applications to offer additional services to their customers, and the plant operators would stand to benefit from the enhanced services. So thank you for your attention. I hope you like my solution, and I'm looking forward to accompanying KAMPF into their way into the MindSphere platform. And now I would be happy to answer your questions.
All right, Christian Keine. Thank you for the presentation once again.
It's Kine.
And I got to tell you, respect for getting on stage right after, I can imagine. I couldn't be able to pronounce my name probably right after that. Great presentation for that. And I'd like to hand it over to our jury, who probably have a couple of questions.
Yeah, indeed. Well, thank you for that, and kudos to you for jumping off the train straight away. It was a bit unclear for me. The solution was a bit unclear for me. It seemed like a plethora of possibilities, but not as focused as I would have expected. But I'd like to kind of still take a step back. I may have missed it, but what's your company size?
About 40 employees.
About 40 employees, okay. And how far is what you just presented, how far is that away from your core product? Or your core solution?
The integration, the integration in the platform was not, we did not already implemented a solution, like I already said in the expertise of Trevisto, into a platform. But we already developed database applications for predictive analysis and artificial intelligence.
Okay, thank you. Gentlemen.
Fabrizio.
Yeah, along the same lines, I was wondering whether you have some similar industrial application already as part of your experience or customers that you can build on top of.
Yes, as mentioned, we have two cases shown here on the stage, and the one is optimizing the order entry processes in production where fresh vegetables are made, and the goal there was to optimize the production process and the order entry process. And what we did, we used artificial intelligence, deep neural networks in terms to have a better prediction than before. And of course, the other case was film production. And with film production, as you know, the main input material is chalk, and therefore there are some temperature and so on, is moisture, and other parameters are relevant. And if you monitor on a continuous basis these machine data and data of the surroundings, then you are in the position to optimize the process, the product quality. You can foresee the product quality, and you are able to say this is good, this is bad, and at the end of the day, you get a better production quality.
So
Yeah.
what I really pretty much liked about your pitch, how you started, that you showed the references, the expertise that your company has with concrete examples. What for me, specifically from the MindSphere perspective, lacked a little bit on the technology side. There was nothing you had built, maybe in a hackathon kind of style, quickly showing a dashboard. This was only on slides, so that is the piece that's missing for me, that how is your execution actually in order to have a small team, build a solution fast and show a proof of value, proof of concept to your customers? Yeah.
We're a company which was founded in 2009, and we, as I mentioned, we are data specialists. We know how to build data warehouses to deal with big data, and working for banks and for industry, it is I can give you other references where we can show that we can use the best solutions in order to get the maximum value for our customers.
So last comment to your pitches, what I also then liked again is that you really had business models. You didn't only look at the technology and analytics, you had a business model in mind. You thought about things like, wow, if there's free capacity on machines, put them on a marketplace and try to help KAMPF to monetize this additional capacity via a platform. So these are things which are really looking even ahead of simply technology. That's good.
That's why we're here, yeah, because we're not only looking at the data. Yeah, data is a raw material. We know that, and we know how to handle it. But changing the business model, thinking not only about digitization, but also of servitization. Yeah? When it comes more to service, there's more revenue in service, and so you should go for that.
And I actually would like to build on that comment which you just made. Can you give an idea on how that process would work, how you would help KAMPF to develop these models and to develop them in depth so that they, in the end, result in an app and an additional service where the revenue for KAMPF would come from?
We're a consulting company starting with workshops, sitting together, speaking together, and afterwards it's more clear what your goal is, and we are absolutely working very tightly together, and it's all the customers projects we are involved in are really long term. It's not only a project you can, there's no end at 6 months or so. We go on with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we've heard the customer mention Donato. So what's your feedback on the pitch?
So thank you very much. What I especially like is this different thinking in the area of business models. Because we're actually inside KAMPF, we are thinking about this pay-per-use model. And I think MindSphere is a very good possibility for monitoring the runtime of a machine, because you need a basis for payment. And I'm pretty sure one can use the MindSphere for this as a global solution. So I very much like this aspect.
Thank you.
What I'm interested in, how do you plan to interconnect the advanced as a platform built of cloud technology directly with MindSphere? So just make it a little bit clearer.
Of course, we would need a little bit more technical insights for saying, okay, we need to use this or that development platform, for example. And after talking about the technical insights, the details, we can talk, or we can show you, or we can plan how we're going to develop an application that is able to integrate the data coming from the advanced platform, and putting the data into usage for the MindSphere platform.
Thank you very much.
And then there, I'm sorry that our application then uses several other applications or the MindSphere engines to utilize then these data coming from the machines and plants.
This would be my next question. You've been mentioning predictive learning, as there's predictive learning inside MindSphere. We also have
a machine learning platform or a machine learning tool inside the advanced. But I think when having production information from different locations, as one customer has maybe 10 different locations with production lines, it makes more sense to have this predictive learning on top of all these production lines. So that would be possible.
Yes, that would be possible, and we would be able to handle the different operation sites, the production sites of each customers of KAMPF. Of course, that foreign data of another customer wouldn't be shown on the dashboard of another customer, and KAMPF would be able to analyze data of all the production sites and their customers. And that was the goal, to mention that, and that's what we saw as we were breaking down the requirements of this case, that you want to analyze all the data from your customers to get knowledge about their needs and deeper insights.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too.
All right, thank you very much
Thank you.
also. Time has run out, and we'd like to say thank you once again to Christian and Oliver from Trevisto.
Thank you very much.
Much luck. Thanks. Thank you for the presentation.